Everybody, BK with Masada Tactical here with another video. Again from a vehicle. I started this series last week and got a lot of positive feedback, so thank you all that provided comments and asked questions and so forth. Looking forward to continuing the series. Before we begin, somebody called me out on the fact that on another video posted that same day about EDC, everyday carry, said I always have sunglasses on, and then they said I didn't have them on when I was in the car. So I challenge you to check that video again. Sunglasses are on, they're just on the head. I'm in a car, no sun, no need for sunglasses. Regardless, today's topic, what I want to discuss is, before we get into actual tactics of drawing in a car, fighting in a car, shooting in a car, or anything like that, I really want to talk about whether or not I should fight in the car, should I stay in the car, or should I get out of the car. Last time we discussed a little bit about situational awareness, being aware of what's going around me, and hopefully being able to prevent a situation before it happens. The reality is that ambushes happen, and we should always plan for that inevitability that sometimes I just may not be ready for it and will not be able to escape the fight. And when the fight comes, I have two choices I need to make. Am I better off stepping on the gas and plowing through, or am I better off abandoning the car? One option that does not exist in my mind is staying in the car for a prolonged period of time. It may be a transitional phase between getting out and tactically moving to a better position, but staying in a car essentially puts me in a box. I am in a coffin for all intensive purposes, and if I do not do something, either drive the vehicle away or get myself out of it, this is typically gonna end pretty bad for me. Given the opportunity, I would like to drive away. This car does afford a certain level of protection. We're going to talk a little bit more about cover, concealment, different elements of the car. Hopefully I can shatter some myths out there or reinforce some. But my goal is to drive away. I can put more distance between me and my opponent, my adversary. I can put some hard cover between me and them, and hopefully move on to safety. Sometimes that will not be possible. Either the car is in a position that doesn't allow me driving off, the car may be disabled, or tactically I just don't have the opportunity to do so. In that case, I will have to get out of the car. So next time we will talk about how do I position the car, how do I get out of the car, and we'll go over a few different scenarios. But some things I want to take away from today's quick video, and that is some of the variables that I need to consider. And the main one I want to point out is right behind me, there's a car seat. There's actually two of them in this car. I have two young children. And leaving the car may not be an option if I have little kids strapped to the car seats in the back. So that is definitely a variable that I need to consider. The same goes if you have disabled individuals in the car. The same goes if you have other occupants that are not versed in tactical movement or how they can help you. Are they a liability or an asset? Sometimes if I'm in the car with my buddies, and they're all gun-toting individuals that know the basics and can help me find my way out of the car, right? So that is something that I am going to account for. In addition, the environment is a big thing. As a general rule, again, and I keep saying general rule because there are no absolutes. There's always exceptions to the rule, but as a general rule, I will only move if it allows me some sort of a tactical advantage. Movement inherently is risky, and I will move if that provides me to move on to a safer position, or to allow me to engage my threats in a more effective manner. So if I am moving, if I'm driving, does environment allow for that? If I'm deciding to bail the car, does environment allow for that? Is there another point of cover that I want to drive to, that I want to egress to and fight from? So those are all some of the variables that I want to consider. Additional variables is how many people am I facing? Are they in their vehicles or are they outside the vehicles? Am I in traffic? Am I in a rural area or an urban area? What kind of car am I in? Size does matter, contrary to what everybody says. Okay, a bigger car can probably absorb a little more, can probably plow a little harder. So those are some of the things that I want to consider when making my decision. So hopefully this starts giving you some food for thought. Again, my goal is for you, next time you get in the car, is to take a look around and play the what if game. Okay, if something happens right now, what are my options? Am I better off driving off? Am I better off getting away? And if I'm getting away, where am I getting to? So start thinking about those things. So God forbid you ever have to do any of this, it's not the first time your brain is going through that exercise. Until next week, be safe, watch your six. See you soon.